Buck Rogers. It's got everything in it, every ingredient. George made a movie that he wanted to see, not a movie that he thought the public would want to see, because if he thought that if he'd made a movie like that, we would be seeing a disaster film again or something like that, probably.
A touch of the Flash Gordons as well in this.
It's got whatever you want it to be. It's a pure entertainment. It's like a roller coaster ride, and it can be interpreted as long as you enjoy it, which is the intention of it.
Luke would never say that. I'm sorry. Well, in this version, see, I'm talking about the George Lucas Star Wars. This is the next generation of Star Wars. So I almost had to think of Luke as another character. Maybe he's Jake Skywalker. He's not my Luke Skywalker.
Something that George initially set out to do was a kind of 3-act saga with these 3 trilogies. And I think we felt that we should honor and respect that.
Liar! Liar! Liar!
He's not my Luke Skywalker. I said to Ryan, I said, Jedis don't give up. I mean, even if he had a problem, he would maybe take a year to try and regroup. But if he made a mistake, he would try and right that wrong. So right there, we had a fundamental difference.
I think that the thing that George never did was maintain the status quo. And I think that that's really important because...
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
Who is this guy? How did the most optimistic, hopeful character in the galaxy turn into this hermit who says it's time for the Jedi to end? I read that and I said, what? I mean, that's not what a Jedi does. I mean, a Jedi is optimistic. A Jedi has tenacity. He never gives up. He doesn't secrete himself on an island. But you'll... it certainly surprised me to hear Luke say it's time for the Jedi to end. I said, what?
Yeah.
Luke was the most optimistic, hopeful character. And
Yes.
I had a real, sort of a back and forth with Ryan. I said, Ryan, a Jedi doesn't give up.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
A Jedi, if he does something wrong, he makes it right. Even if he's traumatized and goes away, he regroup within, 6 months, but 20, 30 years? Come on, that's a little bit overindulgent in my... Well, you're assuming that I train Ray.
Exactly.
Sneaky.
Do I?
Sneaky.
I know, I have to be really careful. People say, was it difficult to pick up and wield a lightsaber again? And I go... Do I pick up?
Is it difficult acting in this movie? Am
Well-
I in this movie?
I can promise you my part is twice as big as it was in Portuguese.
Are you bummed that Luke didn't get sort of a reunion with Han Solo?
Absolutely. In fact, when I was reading it, I thought, if Leia's trying to mentally contact me and she's not successful, she'll rush to his aid. She'll get close to him and then get into some dire situation, and that's when I show up for a big yay! Save her life. Then we rush to Han and are in the same position that Rey and Finn and Chewie are. Too late to save him, but witnesses. And I say, because it would carry so much emotional resonance into the next film. For us, his wife, his best friend to witness, instead of 2 characters that have known him, 20 minutes?
Fade in.
No! No!
Have you been keeping Ray's secret from the beginning? Did you know about the parentage? Tell me about that journey of when you found out.
No. At the beginning, there was toying with an Obi-Wan connection, and then it really went, there were different versions, and then it really went to that she was no one. And then it came to episode 9, and JJ pitched me the film and was like, oh yeah, Palpatine's granddaddy. And I was like, awesome. And then 2 weeks later, he was like, oh, we're not sure. So it kept changing. So then even I was filming, and I wasn't sure what the answer was going to be.
But this was incredible.
Fuck you!
What's up, all my Ewok trolls, droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also at Star Wars Girl, and it's been a while since I've been live. I was out of town this weekend. It was the boyfriend's birthday, him and his twin. So I was up in the mountains, and I was totally detached from the outside world. Aside from the fact that I had internet access, I was just not really paying attention because I was celebrating stuff with family. And then all of a sudden, all over my my feeds and stuff, it's like, oh my God, remember that interview that George Lucas and Melody Hobson, his wife? Well, I guess it wasn't really an interview. It was Melody Hobson was doing some kind of workshop with kids, so like 12 years old, about, you know, I guess advice on them breaking in the workforce, since she is, you know, she does that kind of stuff. And she talked about capitalism and stuff, and how she's totally for capitalism, which is the exact opposite of what they want you to do now. So I, being me, you know, I kind of screen record everything, because I learned when I first got into the YouTube-ness and the interwebs, mind you, I learned that nobody is going to take your word for it, because it's one thing for me to say, oh, hey, mom, hey, dad, this A, B, and C, and D happened, you know, and my mom and dad, well, I mean, it's my mom and dad, so they might believe me. They might think I'm just pulling their leg. But so if I was to go explain something to my best friend, well, my best friend isn't going to go there and say, well, I don't trust you, I'm not going to take your word for it. But then you're asking everyone on the internet to take your word for things when you're excuse me, my voice, I know my tongue is candy safe. It's actually Neo. Well, so let's say, you know, I was like, oh my God, The Last Jedi ruined Luke Skywalker, and explaining the plot of The Last Jedi. Well, if I was explaining this to my best friend is gonna, you know, trust me that I'm telling them the correct incarnation of the movie. Whereas somebody that is on the internet that's never met me, you know, they're probably not going to take my word for it that that's what happened in the movie. So that's why I learned you need to screenshot everything. You need to screen record everything, because then people will say, no, your screenshot is photoshopped, which, me being an expert at Photoshop, I'm like, yeah. But you can kind of see how that stuff goes. So let me actually make my screen big. So guys, one of the things that I have a really bad habit of doing is I have like 1,000 tabs open. When I saw people in the chat, they were like, why hasn't Anna gone live yet? And I couldn't find the StreamYards tab. I was searching. I'm like, oh my God, where is it? And then I finally found it, which is why the stream started. But so let me share my screen. Let's see. So this is the video. This is, since I have all of those tabs open, right? I had this open from when I was doing my screen recordings. And so this is, oh wait, no, this is my video. Shit, where's that one? See what I mean? Okay, so that was my video where I did that, but there's another, I have it somewhere, so you got to give me a minute to, God damn, it's going to take forever to find it. Well, so I actually had the original video up, right? And now my ScreenYards is gone. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, well, it's somewhere. I will find it. I'll see if I can post it. But I might as well show this anyway. So on my, I screen record everything. I have the screen recording of every single section of this video where George Lucas was talking. And I actually was clipping sections and posting them up on Twitter. So you guys can go see that. The one section, though, that is actually in this video that I have, I'll just screen share. So this isn't from the actual one. This is from mine. So this is my video. If my mods want to go post this in the chat, it's a few videos old, but it just says George Lucas explains what Star Wars meant before Disney destroyed it. So that was my title. And there's a link right here to watch the full video. So let me open this in a new tab. So let's open. Oh, video unavailable. The video is private. So that doesn't mean that the video got taken down. It just means that whoever's YouTube channel this was privated that video. But hey, guess what? And you know what? I bet you what happened was that they were getting heat from Lucasfilm and from Disney being like, oh my gosh, George said stuff about Star Wars and how he doesn't own it anymore and what it meant and what the wills were and all of that stuff. So you know me, I screen recorded it. So I thought it might be fun if we all watch this together. So do you guys want to do that? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys want to watch these together. And I'll make myself tiny. I'll make it all big. Actually, I'm kind of worried about that. Because if this is private, what if it's going to get, you know, copyright struck or something? So I'm not exactly sure. Okay, I see a lot of 1s. So you guys want to watch this. So there's multiple parts. I think, let me find them. I was all organized and then that all went to shit, which tends to happen. Let's see, where is it? And then when I was saving all my videos, I saved them all to different sections. So I had a whole George Lucas section. I think I played a little bit of this over on the Matriarchy stream with me and Jesse. Okay, so do you guys, okay, so there's a one, compassion, life experiences, or letting go. Which one do you guys want to watch first? Okay, I guess we're watching it. We're watching it. We're going to watch all of them. So do you guys want to watch George Lucas talking about compassion? George Lucas talking about experience, like life experiences, or letting go? And, you know, I need to find the whole section because that's probably in another. You guys do not want to see how unorganized my computer. Okay, what are we watching? So George Lucas was doing, him and his wife was giving a talk to kids about how to break into the industry and work with people and jobs and stuff. And also it did get a little, okay, well, this is what it's like to be, you know, a Black woman working in America and how to deal with racism and things like that. Let's see. And so, but then she brought in George because they're talking 12-year-olds to talk to kids. I want to see if I can find the whole one, but you know, I'm just going to play them in order. So we're going to watch the one about compassion first.
During that period.
Okay, so this one's a shorter one. This one is a minute long, okay? It's a minute and 30 seconds. So we're going to watch George talk about compassion. And I have all of it where it's unclipped and stuff, but this is going to be, also it might be a little low. I thought I maxed it out, but I might have not. So let me get this up for you. How do you do this on here? Because it doesn't work the same way. So I'm just going to have to share my entire screen. Okay, so share audio screen. Okay, so George Lucas on compassion. I'm going to mute myself.
George, during that period?
Well, protests have gone on since the beginning of time. You know, these kind of fighting for your rights was very, very big in the 20s. It was very big before that. There has been lots and lots of people and so that's the only way you can actually get your voice out there to say this is what we believe in. And of course, it really has to do with when you're in a situation where the government and the people don't listen. You have to stand up and speak your piece. The secret, ultimately, like in Star Wars, is that you have to not be afraid. Fear is the enemy. Fear is the dark side. If you're afraid, you're going to the dark side. The light side is compassion. As long as you love other people and treat them kindly, you won't be afraid. So the secret is to just love everybody. And I know that sounds very 60s, but that's what I grew up in. But it's fear that it causes. And you have to stop being afraid and be kind to people. That is, and all the people that she quoted, and the main theme of Star Wars is that compassion is the good side, fear is the bad side.
All right, so there's nothing bad right there. And again, so this was him talking because they were asking Melody and then George about the BLM riots and stuff like that. And I forgot the exact question. I think it was the instructor that asked that one. But so that was them talking about it. And again, like I said, this dealt with they were having Melody speak because she's a very successful businesswoman. She runs and she's the CEO of her own business, which is I believe it's an investment firm. And she talks all about that, about how she, you know, you really need to be able to like understand money and currency and the way that that part of the world works. So that way, you know, you're not like worrying about money and stuff like that. She's very intelligent. And, yeah, and George actually says that. He's like, make sure that you marry somebody smarter than you, which is what I did. And I thought that was cute. And then, you know, they asked him how he felt about it. And, you know, there you go. And guys, every single comparison he makes, he relates it to Star Wars and being a Jedi. So that one was compassion. This is on Twitter. I don't know if any of my moderators are on Twitter. I mean, this was what, a week or two ago. That'd kind of be hard to go through my Twitter feed, but you can link it if you want to take it out. I think his wife is in her early 50s. They got married, I believe, to 2012, maybe a little bit before 2013. And they had their daughter in 2013. I'm on Twitter. Yes, you are, Justin. So I clipped all of these and I put them on Twitter. That's why it's kind of shortened. And the other one I couldn't get on Twitter. That one is about 10 minutes long. So that one was George talking about compassion. And again, if you guys want to go back and screen record this and share this, it's like, wow, Disney, you have a problem with George talking about, you know.
Well, it came from my experience in college.
Okay, I don't know if that's the one I wanted to play or this one. This one is life experiences. Okay, so that one's 2 minutes. I don't know what's the difference. Did I clip it wrong? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's clipped wrong. Okay, so do you guys want to watch life experiences or letting go next? You can release the video full on YouTube. I did. There is one. If you go back if you just go look at my videos, there's the one with George Lucas, the most recent George Lucas video. There's a 10-minute clip on there. Let's see. Letting go. You guys want you want to watch the letting go one? Okay. That one oh shit. Okay, so this one is 1 minute and 6 seconds. So you guys ready? You guys ready to watch George Lucas on letting go? Let's share audio. So again, this is 1 minute and 6 seconds.
My subject matter was Jedi, don't hold on. I cannot hold on to you. And I learned that from George.
It is something you also learn with your children, because there is a point in your life where you have to let them go and be on their own. And it's a very hard thing to do. You're starting to reach that period. And it's a great consternation from your parents that you're going to be off to college, you're going to be having your own life, you're going to have your own house, and you will constantly hear, why don't you call me more? Why don't you come home for this function or that function? And it's, you know, it's a natural thing, but the more you hold on, the more painful it is. And if you just let people go, as I say, if you hold on to if you have a bird in your hand and you hold it too tight because you don't want it to go and fly, eventually you'll crush it. So the important part is to let it go and fly off and be on its own. It'll come back, and the love will be even stronger.
So how sweet. So yeah, that's just a little clip one. I need to go find all of them. So we've watched, and again, none of that George has said seems like it validates Disney making the people make the video private. Kind of mind-blowing, isn't it? Okay, so now we got life experiences. I have 2 of them. I don't know why I have 2 of this video. Maybe I just saved it twice. Okay. Okay, that one's a little bit shorter. Maybe I cut out the question. Let's see.
Well, it came
from seems exactly the same. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. All right. All right. You guys ready to watch the one with life experiences? And then we're going to watch the long one, the 10-minute one. That one I'll have to like stop and pause. That way it doesn't get my channel struck or anything like that. But let me share my screen again. What do you guys think? Does anyone here think that this is worth them taking it down because of toxic Star Warsness? Let's see. I don't think that this validates taking down the video, but that's just me. Here we go. All right. You guys ready?
Well, it came from my experience in college, and I became very, very fascinated in anthropology, and I became very interested in how societies govern themselves, grow, become something. You can't really have a society unless you have a common belief system. And then there are people who are very greedy or afraid. The thing about people who are greedy is that they fear. Their whole soul is drenched in fear. And they're, first of all, they're afraid they're not going to get, afraid they're not going to get all the things they want: power, wealth, fame, and they'll do anything to get it. Then when they get it, they're afraid they're going to lose it. So they live in fear their whole life. So remember that about people who are not nice. They live in fear. Fear is not a happy thing to live with. You're always afraid that somebody's going to take your stuff away from you. And it's the same thing with your life. And it's the same thing with the people you love. You have to understand that the reality of nature and God and life is that things come and things go. They do not stay in your life. And you have to learn to accept the fact that it is a continuum that you're just a part of, and the things will be there and then they won't be there. So enjoy them and love them while they're there, and then be happy that they've gone someplace else. But you have to decide that you can't hold on to people, because the pain of losing somebody or losing something is your pain. It's not the pain of, that person. It's your pain of losing that person being with you. And you have to be able to overcome that. Otherwise, you just suffer your whole life.
Oh, the irony. Yeah, and I found a couple comments I wanted to highlight. Yeah, they're silencing the dude that literally created Star Wars, and all he's doing is giving advice, and it seems like he's come to terms with the fact that Star Wars is no longer his, right? So I am going to pull up my video with the section of it, because I can't find it. I feel like that's just the best way to do it. Where is... I have the weirdest way of naming things on my thing, and I haven't done this in a while. So if any of my mods want to link this video, if you want to watch it on your own time, because again, it is 10 minutes long. But hello, there's over 1,100 people here. Thank you for being here. Smash the like button, please, and thank you. Let's see. Let me get this up. So again, this is my video where I have the section clipped. It's a 10-minute section, just so everyone knows. And so this is where the kids are asking him something, and I just played it. I even said this in my video. I'm like, I'm just gonna play this for you. I'm not gonna talk so this is, here we go. Let me make this a big screen. So this is me screen recording their YouTube channel. So see, it had 14,000 views. It came out October 16th, 2020. There was 1,800 upvotes to only 19 downvotes. And fuck, I don't know if it's something at the Exodus house is the channel that this is on. So where is me playing the video? So here's me starting to play the video. So I'm going to play this for you guys, and we're going to watch it together.
The world has changed so much since the first Star Wars movie. How do you think the changes in the fights for racial justice will impact the Star Wars universe going forward?
I don't know. I mean, I've kind of lost control of Star Wars, so it's going off in a different path than what I intended. But
so that's the part right there that I think Disney is losing its mind about, because he says it goes off from what I intended. And again, I'm going to have to kind of stop. I see some people saying stuff in the chat, and thank you guys for sending super chats, but Trashman444 says, Disney, beware, Anna's on the air. Well, if anything, I need to be aware. I don't want to get any strikes or anything like that. But it also, by the way, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, Yeah. So let's make this big again.
The first 6 are very much mine and my philosophy. And I think that philosophy sort of goes beyond any particular time, because it's based on history, it's based on philosophy, it's based on a lot of things. And the first 3 basically tell you how a democracy turns into a dictatorship, and you end up with a tyrant, the emperor. It's a very important now, where we are now in our political history. The other part was that in there, it's like I purposely, all of the various colors and.
So there must have been something wrong with their internet connection, because that's not me when it breaks and does stuff. I got some comments on this video being like, couldn't you have screen recorded it with a better Wi-Fi connection? And I'm like, bro, it wasn't me, but all right. So to provide some commentary on this, like the kid was saying, the kid asked him the question and then he gives his 2 cents on it. But then he starts, I like though how he purposely says, the first 6 are very much mine. And this is the philosophy that I intended Star Wars to go through. And this is what I had in my mind when I was creating Star Wars. And he's going to go into the different factions of Star Wars and a little bit of a different meaning behind certain things. But I mean, it's nothing bad. It's nothing that I think this video deserves to get taken down by any measure. I mean, he's literally just talking. He's the creator of Star Wars. Just because you bought it from him doesn't make that any less valid. But so they just want to silence anything that George has to say. Remember that one interview where J.J. Abrams and Kathleen Kennedy were talking about George Lucas like he's dead? Like, oh, we wish we could talk to George. And it's like, you have his fucking phone number. Call him. If you want to talk to George, just fucking call him. So it's frustrating. But then he actually does go in a little bit more towards the end of this, where he talks about the wills. Because remember, George had the outline for what he wanted the sequel trilogy to be, and go like more in depth to the molecular structure of the Force. So you're going to see him go a little bit more into that. And talk about that. Let me read the super chat. Thank you. I apologize if I butcher anyone's names. Thank you for the super chat. Unless George asks to retract the videos, Disney does not own his word, so you should be allowed to replay forever, in my opinion. So that's not exactly how it works, even though I do agree with you. So the way it works is, let's say I do like this live stream right now. I do this live stream and then somebody downloads or is screen recording this live stream and re-uploads it onto their channel. Now, because this is my content, I could copyright strike them. I don't do that unless somebody re-uploads my entire video and is pretending to be me, like some people have. And even then, you have the option to email them first, asking them to take it down, or they will receive a copyright strike, which I have had to do. And then I've never had to copyright strike anyone. I've done the email through YouTube, and then the people take it down because they are afraid of losing their platform and stuff like that. But I mean, if you're going to make a channel called That Star Wars Girl, but spell it slightly differently, or have them all together and have my picture and then upload my videos pretending to be me, you know, that's not. Whereas somebody, it's just like, yeah, because I know that there's somebody that re-uploads all of Yellow Flash's streams, which Yellow Flash doesn't care about that. I wouldn't care about that either, because that person isn't trying to pretend to be Yellow Flash. So you see the difference there. But so this person, whoever has this YouTube channel where this video came from, if they wanted to, anyone that is playing any of their content, they could strike them. So that's kind of how YouTube works. YouTube kind of operates in their own laws. You know, it doesn't operate by any regular copyright laws, and they really do not follow fair use at all. Yeah, that is creepy. It is really fucking creepy. But there are people that do it. Let's see. Douglas Marsh, thank you, Mr. Bet. Lucasfilm are getting increasingly desperate. They are trying to silence any dissenting voices, even George Lucas himself. Yeah, and thank you for the super chat. Well, so here's the thing. They have an account, right? That decided to go and put slander out against, you know, YouTubers. Drunk 3BO was in it. Ryan Canal from RK Outpost was in it. I believe Jeremy was in it. The Quartering was in it. And then they linked it to a bunch of people that I have no idea who they were. But it was like all political people that I've never heard of. But so they were saying that, oh yeah, by the way, there's no women, even though they showed a clip of they didn't show a clip of my video. They showed a thumbnail of my video. Oh, Gary from Nerdrotic was in it too. And turns out, guess what? That account was brand new and it had only 12 people following it. One of those 12 people was Pablo Hidalgo and then other employees of Lucasfilm. Drunk 3PO has done some great videos covering the topic and showing just how there was a deleted tweet from Pablo Hidalgo's private account and then the person that broke the story that Gina Carano was fired was thanking Pablo Hidalgo in this now deleted tweet. And it's so, if you look at the actual breadcrumbs, it seems like Pablo Hidalgo was the one that leaked that Gina Carano was getting fired because he's an absolute piece of shit. And I guarantee you him and his little posse are the ones that contacted his YouTube channel and said, take the video down. I guarantee it. I wouldn't put it past him at all. Let's see. Exposed. No kidding. And guys, I do have, just in case anything happens to this channel, I do have 2 other channels. It's my art channel and then my live channel, which I re-upload all of my live streams. This live stream, I don't leave them public on my main channel. It will be re-uploaded onto my secondary channel, That Star Wars Girl Live. There is a little banner going across the bottom of the screen. So if you just type in That Star Wars Girl Live, you will find it. And that's where I re-upload my live stream. So make sure you check that out. Also, there is 1,300 people watching. Please smash the like button. Help me out in the YouTube algorithm. A little birdie told me that Brie Larson was live, and I looked, and I'm like, oh, that's sad. It is a premiered video, so it's not like she's actually live. But I was like, wow, I got more viewers than Brie Larson. My ego has successfully been stroked today. Charlie Spur, thank you for the super chat. What about my super chat from the beginning of the stream? LOL. I will read it. I am just the things that pop up right here, I do sometimes read them out of order, so I do apologize, but every single super chat will be read. I just needed to pause a little minute in this, provide some commentary and talk a little bit more. But don't worry, I will read every single super chat. Thank you. Let's see. Re-uploading Odyssey. I'm thinking about it. But let's get back to George. And I will pause after a minute or two. Again, this is a 10-minute video. If any of my mods want to link this, this is my last video on George Lucas where I have, the entire section. If they want to post it in the chat, I'd be more than happy for people to go and check it out. And, yeah.
Shapes of the alien. All of the various colors and shapes of the aliens and everything that live in that world, it's a normal situation. There's no real discrimination. The only discrimination is against robots. And we haven't really reached that period yet. And I'm sure the robots will be able to overcome it because they don't have the same feelings.
So this was the one that people said that was him taking a shot at the what the fuck was the name of that stupid robot on the Soilo movie, the L37 or something. So that was him throwing shade at them because he's like, yo, robots don't have the same feelings as humans. Let's see. Agent Rod, thank you for that. Anna more popular than Brie Larson. Only one surprised Anna. Well, thank you for the super chat. So yeah, people were L3. Thank you. So yeah, people were speculating that was him throwing shade at Soilo and the L3, and he's like, "Yo, you dumbasses." Okay, L337. Thank you. Yeah, so he's throwing shade at the stupid robots, but he did leave out, which it doesn't surprise me because it's more of a it's more of an EU thing, but they do discriminate against clones, and that's very apparent in the Timothy Zahn trilogy and duology. They do talk about it. I think it's more so in the duology with Kyle, and he realizes that this pilot that he's with is a clone, and talking about the memory implants, and the clone just goes off and is like, no, we all have lives, and we're not the person that we're we're not the same person as the person that we are clones of. But that's more of an EU thing. But I think specifically this was George kind of throwing shade at the L3, which, I mean, you can make that assumption. Me, I kind of am. Maybe it's because it makes me happy because that character was god awful. But let's get back into it.
But it really shows you in terms of the way the politics are and the way things are, you know, how to fight those ideas. And a lot of it really has to do with overcoming fear. You know, the thing that brought that, and also the movies, you know, the thing with Anakin is that he started out a great kid. He was very compassionate. So the issue is how did he turn bad? How did he go to the dark side? And he went to the dark side by the Jedis are not supposed to have attachments. They can love people, they can do it, but they can't attach. That's the problem when you get in the world of fear. Once you're attached to something, then you become afraid of losing it. And when you became afraid of losing it, then you turn to the dark side and you want to hold on to it. And that's what Anakin's issue was ultimately, is he wanted to hold on to his wife, who he knew he had a premonition that she was going to die. He didn't know how to stop it. So he went to the dark side to find, in mythology and everything, they go to Hades and you talk to the devil and the devil says, this is what you do. And basically you sell your soul to the devil. When you do that, then you're afraid and you're on the dark side and you fall off the
Sorry, I didn't realize it was somebody. It's somebody says he sounds like a Buddhist monk. He actually talks about that because at one point they do ask him, like, you know, they're kids. Kids ask crazy questions. They ask him what his religion is, and he does say that he's a Buddhist. He says that him and his children, that they were all raised Buddhist, and she talks about how she was raised. I believe it's either Baptist or Pentecostal was what she was raised. So yeah, that's actually a really big thing, and it's a theme within all of George's movies, as well as the Force. So for those that did not know that, I believe he's talked about it in other interviews where he talks about the importance of like Buddhism and how like the teachings of Buddha he's incorporated into Star Wars and specifically into the Jedi. So I thought that was public knowledge. Maybe I'm wrong. But yes, this is his wife. This is his wife, Melody Hobson. She was doing this Q&A with a bunch of kids, and she had George come in and talk to the kids. Because I saw some people that were saying some bad stuff like, oh, George took over her interview. And it's like, no, she literally invited her husband in. There's one section where she like is kind of on her phone, and I think she texted him to come in and talk because she wanted him to talk to the kids because, you know, it's the dude that created Star Wars. So I did want to address that because I know some people, apparently some people were not aware of this, especially the ones that I got into fights with on Twitter. Them people be dumb sometimes, but it is what it is. So yeah. All right, let's get back into this. Also, there's over 1,400 people watching. Please smash the like button, please, and thank you.
The golden path of compassion, because you are greedy. You want to hold on to something that you love. And he didn't do it. And as a result, he turned bad.
So the thing about that is, George, you're saying with the movies, there's the time. It's not of the time, but the lessons are timeless, right?
Yeah, they're timeless. They've been around for thousands of years. They're based on ancient mythology. Mythology was designed ultimately to give a society the tools they need to be a society, which means they have to have a common belief system. They have to believe in the same gods. They have to believe who their leaders are. They have to believe what their history is. They have to believe who their heroes are. Those are the things that combine to make a society. If you don't have those things, then you don't have a society. The interesting thing that we're going through now is the United States was a conglomerate of a lot of different ideas and things, and it was the first beginning of globalization, where we began to respect other people who look differently, who think differently, who have different gods. But at the end, you have to have that cohesion. And we were beginning to get it for the whole world. We now split apart, but I think we'll get there someday. But that is the most important thing, is that you respect other people, you respect what they're doing, and you realize that we're part of a symbiotic relationship, meaning that we all help each other. That's the ecology of what we're in. If you take some of the gears out of the watch, it won't work anymore. And taking some of the gears out of the world means it won't work anymore. We know that from extinction of animals. We know it from global warming. We know that we have to all be one in order to go forward. A lot of people don't like that idea.
Yeah, a lot of people, meaning Disney, doesn't like that idea. Let's see. Ultimus Magnus, thank you for super chat. I loved your channel before this. Now I love you more for having the foresight to save this video. Please share it again. Kudos. Well, thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate it. So yeah, I believe I screen recorded the whole thing. And like I said, guys, if you're going to be on the internet in any way, make sure that you keep all of your receipts. I know it takes up a lot of memory, but hey, sometimes I've gotten into fights with people that are lying about me or lying about my friends. And hey, I got a receipt from 2 fucking years ago that proves your ass fucking wrong. And of course, the people that we fight with, they never use receipts. They always, are saying terrible things, but they have absolutely no evidence to back up those terrible things that they are saying or justifying, especially people that work at Lucasfilm. But then somebody like me that keeps all of my receipts, it's like, oh yeah, you want to lie about this? Here you go. I was actually dealing with this over on Twitter earlier. I saw somebody that I follow was fighting with this one person because yesterday there was this hashtag that went around, what would life be like without men? And I'm like, all of you sexist fucking cunts over here talking shit about men. It's like, who was building shit from the beginning of fucking time? Oh yeah, it was the fucking men. Yes. Some women were part of it, but I know first fucking hand because then people were like, you've never worked a day in your life. It's like, bitch, I grew up on a ranch. I did more work in my childhood than most people did in their entire fucking adult lives. So don't even give me that shit. That stuff is hard. When I see people out there doing hard manual labor, when I look at a construction worker, I don't see any women doing it. I live in Southern California. They're redoing the freeways right now, like on the 405. I've seen a lot of construction workers tearing up concrete. Not a single one of them was a woman. So give fucking bullshit if you want to say, big fucking deal. You guys are all virtue signaling sexist cunts. And I called it out and, they got a little mad. They got a little mad at me for that. But if you're going to be sexist, I'm going to call you a sexist cunt if you're going to be a sexist cunt. But so there's this one person. I feel like I should just have a series on my show called The Usual Suspects. Because guess what? The Usual Suspect came back. There was this one chick like a year ago. And it was like the Project Stardust, right? And what this chick did, so she did this. There's going to be this whole website for women. For women and women of color to talk, because apparently women have never had a platform. Women were never allowed to be Star Wars fans. Women had to ask permission to be Star Wars fans. Did you guys know that? And then you know what I did? I looked up this chick that was saying all of these things. Her name is Meg something. Guess what? This chick that said women have never had a platform, women weren't allowed to be Star Wars fans, women had to ask permission. Well, guess what? A Google fucking search away shows you. Not only did this chick have a YouTube channel, she had a YouTube channel for at least 9 years. Had a platform where she was talking about Star Wars, talking about Marvel and superheroes and stuff like that, talking about whatever the fuck she wanted for the videos all the way back 9 years. So I did a video and I was scrolling through and I'm like, this bitch is saying that women have never had a platform. Women had to ask to be Star Wars fans, but she's had a platform for 9 years talking about whatever the fuck she wanted and had no issue because that's what she said. Women get harassed. And I looked on every single fucking video and I'm like, you don't even have any dislikes on like a majority of your videos. Yeah, your videos only have like 71 views, which was probably you and your mom and your friends, but still, nobody was harassing you. Nobody said anything bad to you. Nobody was giving her any kind of issue until she created an issue. So she made up all these lies about how women can't be Star Wars fans, blah, 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 and crying about that. And it's like, wow, but that's funny. Women haven't had platforms. Women can't be Star Wars fans. They have to ask for permission. But you've been doing it for 9 years. So isn't that kind of hypocritical of everything that you just said, because everything you're complaining about, you've actually never had to deal with. Until you went and attacked people and made up lies about women not being allowed to be Star Wars fans and women having to ask for permission to be Star Wars fans, and you need a safe space for women, even though you've had a safe space for at least 9 years on your own YouTube channel. You know what she did after I released my video? She wiped her entire YouTube channel of all of the videos. But guess what? I got my receipts. And I got the video of me scrolling through her channel showing all of the fucking videos. So they can lie. Guess what? Guess what? Receipts last forever. Internet is forever. Forever. Yeah, guys, I got my caffeine kick is going right now. So why on earth did I get on that topic? I don't know. But let's get back to George. Let me make myself small again and mute.
Idea. They hate it and they're fighting against it, but we have to do that in order to survive on this planet. And there's only two ways to survive in the world. One is to adapt, which is to, if you're a fish, you grow legs and you get on land, or you migrate. And migrating for us, I mean, adapting is, we got a lot of adapting to do, but we are trying to do it. But the other one is to migrate. And if you're living in a pond and the pond is drying up and you're going to die with it, you have to learn to migrate to another pond. What we're trying to do now is to migrate to another planet. And you say, well, what's that going to do? Because the sun's going to go away pretty soon, a couple million years. And now we only have a couple million years to figure out how to get from our planets, which we will soon be on Mars and some of the other planets, to another galaxy. I mean, not another galaxy, I'm sorry, to another solar system. One that's not dying. And that's a hard thing to do. Right now, it's completely impossible because you have to go faster than the speed of light. But unless we figure out how to do that, we're not going to survive, because eventually this sun is going to go out, our planet's going to die, and everything with it. So you have to think long term. So it's like far, far away in a galaxy far, far away, a long, long time ago. This is the long, long time ago. And we have to go and catch up so that we can so the humans especially can survive. The planet will survive. I mean, eventually it'll blow up and there's just a bunch of rocks, but at the same time, it will not survive. And you have to understand that. And that's part of letting go. But at the same time, we don't have to, people say, well, let's talk about it.
And again, guys, the internet cutting out, I think it was on their end or whoever was running the stream, because I checked it when I was doing it because I wasn't sure, but every time I played the video, there was this kind of lag. So I think that was the internet connection, because they were on some kind of Zoom call or Skype call, and there was like, 10, 12 kids plus the instructor, and then their internet connection, which I would think George Lucas would have some pretty good fucking Wi-Fi, but maybe it was the kind of streaming platform that they were on. So I just wanted to clarify that. Let me see this. Scratchpad, thank you for the super chat. I often see women in construction in Canada. They navigate the traffic around the site while the men climb down manholes and lift heavy weights. Well, see, that's different. Well, what I was talking about specifically, and so that wouldn't be a woman doing the construction work. I'm talking about, because when you're on the 405 here in Southern California, they're literally destroying bridges, right? Because they need to make the freeways wider. So all of the bridges that went over the freeways, they're taking them down. I have never once seen a woman doing that, which I have no problem if they want to. If a woman wants to do that, if they're the best one for the job and they get hired to do that, more power to them. I just have not seen it. But doing traffic and stuff, we actually have, the police are usually the ones doing the traffic control here when it's a busy intersection or when it's a busy part of the freeway, unless it's nighttime. And even then, like, to my recollection, I haven't seen a woman doing it. Doesn't mean that they can't. Doesn't mean that, if they want to do it, more fucking power to them. I'm just saying, in my personal experience, I have not seen it. There we go.
that's millions of years away. It's like the grasshopper and the ant, where the grasshopper is collecting, I mean, the ants are collecting food for the winter, and the grasshopper doesn't do it. And therefore, when the snow comes, the grasshopper has to come and ask for help because he was making fun of them. But it's that you have to prepare for the future. And that's basically what humankind can do, as opposed to a lot of other life forms. The only a lot of the life forms that can go through, can fly through space and survive on all kinds of strange worlds are microorganisms. They're everywhere, and there are trillions of them. They outnumber humans, and even in your body, there's more microorganisms than there are human cells. So you got to say, and that's where the idea of the secret, that's where the idea of the wills come from. The wills are microorganisms, and they help create the energy, which is what mitochondria do, which are in your cells. That's the energy that makes your cells divide, which makes life. And they feed on life. That's what the force is. The force is life.
See, you heard it for. And that was my video. So that was you guys. If you guys want to go watch that, you guys can go watch that there on my channel. But so there is that. Let me see if I can find the whole one. It wouldn't be in my screen recording folder. So let me see if I can find that. So that was George talking about that. Because he talked about the wills and more into that part of the force, which was originally going to be his sequel trilogy. And I remember that it's been a while since I watched it, but isn't that in a episode of the Clone Wars with Yoda? Again, it's been a really long time since I watched those. I know everyone was in like a big hype about it. Ooh, is this the YouTube channel? Can I see? Yeah. Nope, that's my video. Let's close that. Where is it? I have a ton of these. Which one is this? I don't think that's me. I think that's the screen recording. Okay, where's the first screen recording?
During that period.
Okay, how long is this? This one's 1 minute. It's George talking about it. Huh. So I want to show everyone this, so that way we can all watch a little bit more of it. I think I got the whole section.
Yeah, where were you at the age of 12 that got you?
Okay, so this is 2 minutes. I don't know exactly what it is, but we will watch it and we will see what it is. Kind of risky me going, oh, I don't know what this is, but we're all going to watch it together, right? We're going to watch it. So this is the guy that's giving this interview, right? And he's asking George a question, I believe.
Where were you at the age of 12 that got you to this point where you're saying such things now?
Well, it came from my experience in college, and I became very, very fascinated in anthropology. And I became very
okay. This is the anthropology one, so we already watched this one.
Govern themselves, grow, become nice. They live in fear. So pain, and you have to be able to overcome that. Otherwise, you just suffer your whole life.
So beautiful.
At Ariel, I had a colleague.
Okay, so that's that one. And then she goes and talks about how she had a colleague and that George taught her about like letting go because her colleague was quitting. So there's that. I think I played all of the ones, all of the important ones. Let me see if I can find any more. Because I think these are all like basically the same thing. What's this one? That's the one with the kid. That's him. I know I screen recorded the whole thing. The point is finding it, which I probably should have done before I did this stream. But okay, is this the one about letting go?
Starting to reach that period.
Did I play this one?
And you're a Jedi Master.
Oh no, she's talking about Jedi Masters. Maybe this. Let's try this one. And you guys let me know in the chat if we've watched this one or not. Okay.
Secondly, Jedi don't hold on. And he's like, and you're a Jedi Master, so you don't hold on. And I just shifted. And when I sent her note, goodbye and good luck and have a good life, my subject matter was Jedi don't hold on. I cannot hold on to you. And I learned that from George.
It is something you also learn with your children.
So yeah, I've clipped this one. I think I just clipped them to get them shorter for the parts with George. Who's taller, Anna or George? George Lucas, definitely. I've seen him in real life. I've seen both him and Melody in real life. Melody likes my mother's car. That's one that's a fun one. I'm gonna read some super chats. I'm pretty sure I've played the entire section with George Lucas. There might be more. Let me stop screen sharing before. Let me see here. What's this one?
Basis anymore like he used to, and I did get to see a glimpse of him.
Oh, she's talking about him working. Oh, okay, this one I don't think I've shared yet. Okay, well, watch this one. I think this is going to be a good one, guys. I think this is going to be a good one. Here we go.
Basis anymore like he used to, and I did get to see a glimpse of him when he was making movies, in terms of what that day is like, which is pretty grueling. But now he's building a museum, so he'll tell you about that.
Yeah, I'm sort of just being a hobby architect, building buildings, and at the same time working on a museum, which is a museum of narrative art, which is saying that ultimately art in the beginning and still tells a narrative of society. That's how people come together and have a common belief system, because in the beginning, and even a lot of places now, people don't know how to read or write. And so you can give speeches, but it doesn't resonate that much. But especially in ancient times, if you go into a city, they had statues of their heroes. They have mosaics of.
Sorry, guys, this is the highest the volume goes on this, so I do apologize for that. I hadn't put this into my movie editor and maxed out the volume on this yet. So it is a little bit low, but that's because it was low on screen, because Melody, I believe, is sitting closer to the mic, and George is obviously standing a little bit far back. So he is a little quieter. Let's see.
Their religion. They had, statues of the leader who's ever running the country. Those are all things that told people in a very emotional way. It's done emotionally, not intellectually, that this is who we are. And it's kind of a controversial idea, but I got it through anthropology and I believe in it. And so I'm building a museum that really is based on the aspirations of a society. And everybody says, well, you got comics in there, comic art. I said, that's what people believe in the United States. And illustration.
You hear that? People believe in comic books in the United States and illustration. Now he talks about, he actually is a huge Norman Rockwell collector, and he's got a ton of them. Yeah. Maybe I should clip that and send it to Ethan. Ethan will like that.
Norman Rockwell, Frida Kahlo. These are things that people believe in. That's what that's what their aspirations are. And so it sort of tells you a lot about a society. And so the museum I'm building is sort of a way of connecting with what the society believes in. It's especially, I think, relevant today when we're fracturing all that up. In the end, it's, I believe it's all got to come together and be homogenized, because we're the human race. We're not a bunch of separate races. We're one race. And the sooner we understand that and begin to accept the sort of eccentricity of other races and other societies, the more we'll grow and become smarter people, but also the conflict that we have will go away.
I know we're losing.
Okay, so that was the end of that here. I'm actually going to share this on Twitter, so let me stop screen sharing and pull it into my movie editor, and I'll max out the volume for you guys, so that way, and then I'll have my I'll post a link to it, and then my mods can continue to post a link to it. Maybe I'll just do separate videos on every single section of this, so that way everyone has it. Fuck, which one was it? Shit. Okay, 54. Ah, shit. Which one was? Okay, it's that one. Okay. So let me just max out the volume on this one for you guys, because yeah, it was like really quiet, so I apologize for that. Again, I think he's just standing too far away from the whatchamacallit. Okay, let me see.
Races and
There we go. Let me make sure it doesn't. I hope that this is able to download on Twitter.
conflict that we have will go away.
I know we're this anymore like he used to.
Okay, here we go. Do it like that. Okay, there we go. Export. So George. Sorry. Comics mythology. There we go. That's good. Okay, it's downloading. You'll hear a very loud, annoying when it's done. Oh my goodness. All right, so let me read a couple of super chats. But guys, let me know in the chat what you guys think, and if I see if I'm able to catch anything interesting while it's going, I'll highlight it. Also, thank you everyone so much for sending super chats. You do not need to do that. I am just here to share this with you guys because I think it's bullshit that it got taken down. Absolutely nothing George Lucas said was bad, in my opinion. I don't think anything he said was bad. And actually, let me get this up here so that way you guys have something.
Melody, she can say it.
Oh, shit. Oh, is this new? Oh, this one is. I haven't played this one. Let's actually watch this one. Let's do. I don't think I watched this one. This one's 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Let's see. Let me know in the chat if we watched this one.
Melody, she can say a few more words and we'll fade out to silence.
Okay.
I'd like to just say one thing that is important for which was
sorry, that was it. Sorry about. Oh shit! Stop. Let me just get that downloading on Twitter. Let's see if I can post that, and then I'll share that. Why did this video go away? Here we go. Okay. Now, if this is too quiet too, oh shit, am I? Okay, I'm not muted. Okay, hopefully that's not too quiet. Here we go. Let me do that again. I apologize. That was the annoying thing that means my video is done rendering. All right, let's go a little bit back, and I'll play this for you guys.
which was things that I was taught. I had a mentor who was a very wise man, and he said, "Go through life and follow your bliss," which means follow what you enjoy. And that's what I did. My father wanted me to go work in a store that he owned and become a merchant. I did not want to do that. And it was a big deal between us when I said, I'm going to go do something else. And I found by exploring through college and other things, what I love to do, which is to, ultimately I wanted to be an illustrator, then I wanted to be an anthropologist, and then I went to film school on accident and basically found my bliss. I found the thing that I loved more than anything. It's much more important than going out and trying to get a job and we're the opposite. She likes to make money. That's her bliss. That's what I like, to make things and movies and things like that. When I started, nobody who was was in film school would get into the film business. It just was impossible. It was closed out to everybody. And fortunately, I came in the 60s when the people who started the studios were all 80, 90 years old, and they were selling the studios. So I got a break, but I was doing what I loved, and my friends who were also of that period were also doing what they loved, which is to make movies. None of us expected to make any money out of it. We were lucky if we could even get a job. And we became very successful because we loved what we do. We loved it, and it makes life so much easier. And no matter what it is, if you're like to do pottery or like to do, write things, or you like to do whatever you want to do, if you enjoy it, you're halfway home. You don't have, you will make money because you enjoy it. And that means you're good at it. And that means you'll make money. Yeah, you might not live in a giant place. Look, I've got a house. It's a giant house. It's too big. I never wanted a big giant house, but I got one now because I can afford it. But it's no different than a regular house. So if you do what you love, you will be able to make a living. You'll be able to eat. You'll be able to have a car, and you'll be able to live nicely, and you'll be happy.
Thank you so much for having us. Good luck.
So that was the end. For whatever reason, this isn't letting me upload that other clip to Twitter because it's too long. So maybe I will just I'll do something. I'm going to have to do something. Let's stop screen share. Maybe I'll just save it and save it as a smaller file. Maybe I can do that. Maybe that'll work. Let's try it. Let's try it. Export video, low quality, GL comics. Okay, let's try. Let's try saving that. All right. Yeah, so I don't think anything he said there was bad. So that was that last one. Let me see if I got any more. Because he was in this for a decent amount. Okay, let's see this one. What's this one? Okay, we watched that one. What's this one? Okay, we didn't watch this one, I don't think. This one's only 47 seconds, so I don't know why, but we'll see. Let's test it. Okay. So this is one of the kids asking the question.
What do your lives look like? Okay, so I'll start. So what does an investment firm do? I can make this super simple. So, and also why it's important. So I'm a very strong believer that
Sorry.
you're worried about money.
Okay, so this is just Melody talking. But let me get that. Let me try to share this other one. Oh shit, I didn't share audio. Sorry. There we go.
Also why it's important. So I'm a very strong believer that finances affect our lives in every way. And if you're worried about money, it leads to a whole host of problems, including mental, physical. It's just not good for your health. So I want everyone to be financially secure. And I especially want that of Black and brown people, because we don't learn about investing usually in school in America. And that's a travesty. So we don't know what the stock market is.
I think she's making an excellent point. Honestly, the people that are rich, they do it because they make, and I've actually been learning a little bit about this because total random tangent. I got into, I have an Instagram, right? But I was really depressed for a long time after my sister died. And I wanted to have something that was just completely positive and just was motivational. Because I really like when I'm painting, right? My painting desk is right over here. I listen to inspirational speeches and lectures. I mean, sometimes it's not even about art or anything I'd ever be interested in, which is how it got into like stocks and, you know, how to make your money grow. And it was a completely alien concept to me, because if it has anything to do with numbers or math, or I'm gonna like, fuck, keep that shit away from me. But so I didn't know that if you just have all this money, and yes, it's good to save, but if you can grow your money by having a passive income and all that, which was completely alien to me. And so I've been learning about that, and I'm like, wow, what a great fucking point. Oh my God, is it posting? God damn it. It says your video file is not compatible. Please see tips for uploading videos, because God damn it. How to create a live video? I don't want to create a live video. I want to share this on Twitters. Stupid. Does anyone know? I don't know how to do this. How do you make a video a smaller file size? I've been saving it as the smallest file size I can. How the hell do I do that? Maybe I just have to cut out the section with Melody speaking, which is probably not the nicest thing to do, but maybe it's because the video is too long. Let's see. Is he talking yet?
The same time.
Yeah, he's talking.
Uh,
Okay, right there. I don't think making this shorter is going to help anything.
yeah, I'm sort of.
Maybe it is. Maybe we'll try it. I'll try shortening it. Maybe that's why. Even though compression software, export video. I'm gonna have so many different versions of this damn thing. Okay. Let's try that again. Let's see if cutting out like 30 seconds, convert it to an MP4 file. It is an MP4 file. Recompress the video, Twitter, compress, and if it isn't enough, go down with the quality. The quality is all the way down that I can have it. Twitter lets you do 22 minutes and 30 seconds. How many seconds is this? This is 2 minutes and 41 seconds. So that's why it's too long. Got it. Okay. I don't know. I'll figure it out. If not, I'll just do separate videos and I'll talk about each section since it's deleted, and then I'll just post a shit ton of videos. Maybe that's what I can do. We will see. We will see. Woo! Okay, let's see if this one worked. Let's try this one. Okay. This is a mission trying to get this damn thing uploaded. Okay, tweet. I feel like I've uploaded some that are at least 3 minutes long. Well, this one doesn't look like it's flagging me. This one doesn't look like it's flagging me, so maybe this is it. All right, I'll come back in a minute. Let's see. Handbrake is free. I actually used to use that, and then they changed something about it, and it didn't work the same. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I used to have to use that for all of my videos when I was uploading them to YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to read some super chats while I wait for that, and then I'll share the link with that one if you guys want to have that. Also, thank you everyone so much for sending me super chats. It is not necessary, but I do appreciate it. Charlie Spur, thank you for the super chat, dude. See, I told you I'd get to it. I just need to get this out there. I am not associated with Anna in any way, obviously, but as a guy with Asian friends, in light of recent events, there's no room for hate. Heart, love you, Anna. LOL. Yeah, that shit was bullshit. And I did, Lord Finatra dropped a track with you in it. Thank you for letting me know, Philip Abadi. Thank you for the super chat, Lord. I will have to take a listen to it. I actually need to contact Lord Finatra about doing some work for me because I do my painting videos, right? And I find free music and then I get flagged for copyright. And I'm like, this was free music that YouTube provided. So I wanted to commission him to do some music for my art videos. So that is a possibility in the future. The remix, well, maybe we'll watch it at the end. All right. Wade Mikanda, thank you for the super chat. Even the ultra woke Mark Hamill hates Disney Wars. That is true. Thank you for the super chat. Robert Flores, thank you for the super chat. Anna, 10 Star Wars series by Disney. If Disney started to use the expanded universe, would there be enough material to make 10 series instead of their own made-up crap? I'm sorry, what is your question? Anna, 10 Star Wars series, but by Disney. If Disney started using an expanded universe, would there be enough material to make 10 series instead of their own made-up crap? Well, here's the thing with Disney. And yes, you could have so many different series going on. And, I mean, heck, there's plenty of Star Wars. Okay, look at how many Star Wars novels there are. Look at how many comics there are. You could have a TV show that maybe it's a miniseries just about Darth Maul. Or even, another character that's like Darth Maul, or, somebody that was taken as a child and raised by Sith and what that looks like as compared to a Jedi. There's one series right there. You can have another simultaneously taking place after after Return of the Jedi. And, maybe 1,000 years in the future where Luke Skywalker actually is a myth and all they have left are holocrons. You could do a Darth Bane. You can go even farther back before Darth Bane. You can do Revan. You can do before Darth Revan. You can do Exar Kun. You could do so many. You can have an entire show that's completely animated just with droids. You can do an entire show with HK, which is behind Baby Yoda Cecil. You could have You know how they have the baby Muppets? You could have a baby Star Wars show and just have like a baby Wookiee, a baby Yoda, I don't know, a baby Mon Calamari. Just have all the fucking babies. A baby Ewok. Have all the little babies. Have all of them at the Jedi Temple or a Jedi Temple, and that'll be the mystery, is what time period it's in. And you could literally have this, have them be fucking puppets. Bring back, you know, the people that love Jim Henson and get those Jim Henson, you know, get that audience in there, which is me, and have them all, you know, in a little temple, and that'll be the mystery, is people trying to guess. Not only is it cute and it's selling a bunch of fucking toys, but it's like, wow, what time period is this in? It's all a bunch of Force using young Padawans, and it's how much fucking trouble can a bunch of baby aliens that have Force powers, how are they all fucking shit up? I mean, there's a movie called, you remember Baby's Day Out? Remember that fucking movie? Heck, Look Who's Talking, but with Star Wars baby aliens that have Force abilities. I would watch the shit out of that. Just saying. If I can sit here and just bullshit a bunch of shows, but they're never gonna do it. Anyways, oh yeah, so I saw somebody say Mara Jade. Do a Mara Jade show. Show Mara when she's younger and, you know, maybe a teenager. Heck, they're all about Millie Bobby Brown, right? I personally think, oh my God, why am I blanking on her name? She's in Devil's Prada, Edge of Tomorrow. Emily Blunt. There we go. I personally would like Emily Blunt to play Mara Jade, because I think that she's very beautiful, but it's one of those like just natural beauties, which I think Mara Jade would be, because I mean, let's be honest, even though Princess Leia had, you know, a face of makeup, which she did. Anyone that complains and lies, it's like, did you not see how thick her under eyeliner was? Princess Leia had her hair done and makeup done every fucking scene that she was in. So did Padme, even though people like Padme wasn't wearing makeup. Yes, she fucking was. There's a way to do makeup so that way it looks natural. Okay, Emily Blunt, you look at her, it's like, wow, she looks great. Dye her hair red and then give her a lightsaber, put her in some purple jumpsuit thing. There you go. There's Mara Jade for you right there. But they're all about Millie Bobby Brown right now. Okay, so have her be young and living her life as the Emperor's, you know, little assassin person. Show her at Jabba's palace as a dancer. And then, like, you know, Luke Skywalker's in the other room, but she's right here. Kind of do the thing that they did in Frasier with Maris, how, you know, they always reference Maris, but you never see Maris. That could just be just like freaking do that with Luke Skywalker. And then as she gets older, which she will, because she's still growing up, there you go. There's an entire show with her and doing that. So anyway, that there's my little pitch. I hope you got a lot for your dollars worth there for that super chat. Let's see if that posted on Twitter. Did it post? Nope, it's not compatible. Let's try it again. It's probably not going to work, but that's okay. That's okay. It is what it is. Twitter doesn't like me. I'll keep trying. I'll try to get a better compression thing, and then upload it. Let's see. Nick Craig, thank you for the super chat. The mouse has turned into a rabid rat. Yes. Snarling and snapping at anything and everything. All it touches suffers and dies horrifically. I agree. Roger H, thank you for the super chat, and it is a thumbs up. Well, thank you. Bush and Ryu Cat, thank you for the super chat. I also need to say this before we start. While I associate with Anna and Geeks and Gamers, there's no room for hatred against Crystal Foxes. The Last Jedi stopped the fox hate. Oh my God. Queasy, thank you for the super chat. It's funny Disney would take down this despite them speaking about diversity. Disney doesn't care about what they preach, obviously. They want to be the attributors with the disgusting what a disgusting company. I agree. And remember that article that called it out that said everything me and other channels like me have been saying for years about, okay, you guys claim that Gina Carano was hate, but then you literally thank a section of the Chinese government that has internment camps. And I guess it's some people, I said internment camps, other people say concentration camps. I don't know exactly what it is, but re-education and rehabilitating things, which are basically, you know, they're killing people and torturing them based on their religious beliefs in China, and Disney thanked them. So I like that, you know, the Access Media are calling them out, but you know, it's ironic, isn't it? Pellin Peak Hill, thank you for the super chat. Sup, Lady Wars? Well, hello, hello. Nice to see you here. Trashman4444, thank you for the super chat. Disney beware, Anna's on air. Smiley face. Yeah. And guess what, Disney? Keep all my receipts. Esme Illustrations Anime, thank you for the super chat. Oh my god, it's been forever. Flowers, heart, girl. Well, hello, Esme. It has been a while, and I'm happy to see you here. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the super chat. Let's see. Philly Abadi, thank you for super chat. Do you want a full copy of the vid? I think I have it somewhere. I would highly recommend. If you have like a burner channel, maybe upload it there. I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere, you know. But thank you for offering. Douglas Marsh, thank you for that. Lucasfilm are getting increasingly desperate. They are trying to silence any dissenting voices, even George himself. Yep, and it's alarming. Let's see. Wesley Snipes, yeah. Thank you for super chat. Hey, in 20 minutes, Alan Dean Foster will be on Star Wars Theory Channel. Wasn't sure if you're tracking. Might be able to get some good questions in. Send it. Oh, I will look into that. Butt Crack Studio, thank you for the super chat. George embarrassed them, so that's why they're trying to save face by getting rid of the video. Yep. Let's see. Zanold, thank you for the super chat. Hey, keep roasting and love your videos. Big fan. I really want George Lucas back and bring the real Star Wars. I think we all want him back, but he's done. I'm interested to see what he does with the museum. I'm interested to see if he'll have any of the new stuff in there, right? David, thank you for the super chat. Mickey bent Lucas on a barrel, grape him really bad. Oh, well, Admiral Awesome, thank you for the super chat. Talking about Cara Dune, I ordered a t-shirt off your Etsy account and got 2 in the post. How do you pay for the other shirt? So I don't do so the t-shirts are through Teespring, not through Etsy. So if you got it, just keep it. Honestly, I mean, that's the Teespring messing up. So all of the t-shirt guys, I don't make them and I don't send them. I have a store through Teespring. So basically what you do is you upload your designs and they make all the product and they ship all the product. So it's a little bit easier. Whereas with Etsy, I make all the product and I ship out all the product. So if there's an issue for me or with me, then that would be through Etsy. Through Teespring, I mean, if you want to contact them, but they'll probably just tell you to keep it. I don't think that it charges me anything for that. But that's just my 2 cents. Let's see. I have no idea how to say your name, but you have a Cara Dune profile picture, so thank you. Hey, Anna, how do you think if Cara Dune wear a dress, what kind would it be? Love your content. Have a lovely day. I think it would be kind of the stuff that Gina wears already, where it would be like black leather. If you go and look at like stuff of Gina on the red carpet and stuff, I think stuff like that. I mean, heck, go look at any of Ian McCaig's concept art for like Padme dresses and go. I'm sure you could find some that were like a little bit more badass. Oh, if she were to wear anything, remember in Attack of the Clones when Anakin and Padme are sitting by the fire and she's got like the black corset thingy on and she's got the little silver head thing and it's when they're talking about not being in love. I think out of all of the dresses in Star Wars, that's the closest one to what something Cara Dune would be wearing. And I think she'd have like a great kind of side like updo thing. Let's see. Ultimus Magus, thank you for the super chat. I love your I think I read this one, but thank you. David L, thank you for the little puppy. Where's it going like just with the hearts? Thank you for the super sticker. Let's see. Charlie Spur, thank you for the super chat. I thought people on Twitter had a problem with your boobs. How do you fight with people like that? I mean, unless you knock them out with them, laughing face. Yeah, so here's the thing that I found that I thought was funny. So I used to have my little avatar, which is my avatar here on my channel, which is me and the slave Leia that Kelsey Shannon drew for the Cash Grab comic, right? And so everyone's like, "Wee! You're a disgusting man, baby, because you have hentai." And then I comment back and I'm like, that's a drawing of me. You know? And then they're like, ew, boobs are bad. But then you go and look at those people and it's like, you look at like Anita Sarkeesian and then you look at like Mars Girl and you look at them and then you look at their avatar. I was laughing because I guess Mars Girl Yellow Flash posted something about how the years haven't been kind to her. And I didn't know that she had a YouTube channel. I didn't really know much about her. And then I went to her YouTube channel and I looked at her avatar, and it's literally like big boobs with a face, like, you know, an animated face that looks nothing like her. And she's holding like something like this, and like squeezing her fake animated boobs together. And I'm like, that looks nothing like you, first off. And second, it's like, so you want to give me shit for actually having boobs in real life and then having artwork that depicts them. And then people were screaming and crying that on the Fandom Menace cover over on IndieGoGo that I have boobs in it. And they're like, wait, put a girl in a bikini. All the girls have cleavage. Just like, yeah, all of the women in the Fandom Menace have cleavage. Oh my God, how terrible that women that biologically have breasts have them. And I showed that. And then they're like, you have boobs. And I was like, yeah, guess what? In that painting, I made my boobs smaller than they are in real life. But you're complaining that I painted myself in a bikini, in the Princess Leia slave bikini, and I made my boobs smaller than they actually are. Doesn't make much sense, does it? Yeah, so you just throw logic at them and they lose they lose their mind and they block you. That's like, I just found out I'm blocked by over over 3,000 people on Twitter have me blocked. And I'm like, all you bitches, all you scared pussies. Philin P. Kell, thank you for the super chat. Woo, cunts. Yeah. Hoes be crazy. Blemished Halo, thank you for super chat. George Lucas threw shade on Disney before. This one got the strike because he didn't give the woke answer. Well, you know what's funny is he actually practices what he believes in. So there's a difference between being woke for virtue signaling, like Disney does all the time, and then there's a difference between actually wanting diversity, actually wanting equality. And I think that there was a super chat that I haven't read yet, but that I think I saw in the chat as it went by. But it was talking about, like diversity and stuff like that. It's like George wasn't doing it for woke points. George just cast the best people for the job. Like, look at Lando, look at Mace Windu, look at all of these characters. Heck, I don't think a lot of people know that the person that was in the Greedo costume was a woman, you know? And so he literally just cast the best people for the job. Peter Mayhew got cast as Chewbacca because he was the best guy for the job, because he was exactly what George wanted. He was the tallest dude George had seen. He's like, yeah, you got the part. You're exactly what we need, because we just need a giant, and you are a freaking giant. And so people were saying that, and I think I saw somebody super chat that, and it's like, here's the difference between George and Disney. George just cast the best people for the job. Whatever their skin color it is, it doesn't matter. He just it's like, you're the best person for the job. I don't care what your ethnicity is. I don't care what your heritage is. You are the best person for the job. So I'm going to cast you as this character because you are the one that I think is the best for this role. And then Disney's like, no, we need to have a black lead. And then what do they do? Oh, well, we also want China's money, so let's shrink him. We're going to virtue signal because we have Lupita voicing a character, so we're not even going to have her be on screen. Heck, they wanted to virtue signal. Why didn't they have Lupita be the main character in the Disney Star Wars? Why didn't they have Lupita be Rey? You know? I mean, I think she's a much better actress than Daisy Ridley, personally, just from the quality of the skill that she has shown throughout her career as compared to Daisy Ridley. Now, maybe Daisy Ridley's just been working with the wrong director, hasn't had the right script yet. Maybe she could, blow my mind with how good she is at her acting ability. I haven't seen it yet. Whereas when I watched Lupita in 12 Years a Slave, I think that she did an excellent job. I think that Michael Fassbender's performance in 12 Years a Slave was the best, one of the best performances I've ever seen. And it really makes you hate him. And it sucks because I really like Michael Fassbender as, I shouldn't say it sucks. I really like Michael Fassbender as an actor. I think he's great in everything I've seen him in. But when you watch that, it's like, oh my God, I fucking hate him. You hate that character that he's playing. But I think he did a great job. And so it's like you take somebody, and Lupita did a great job in that movie too. So it's like you could have had her be the main character, but guess what? You didn't, because you wanted China's money. You shrunk Finn on the Chinese poster. But you're all about diversity and inclusion, whereas George didn't shrink Lando on the poster. Heck, I have a Return of the Jedi thing over here, and freaking Lando is on it. Guess who destroyed the second Death Star? I know people scream at the top of their lungs, no, it wasn't him, it was Wedge. And I'm like, well, guess what? When I watch it, it's fucking Lando. So I don't know what version of the freaking Star Wars movie you have. But guess what? They both shot it. It's equal. There you go. It's equality. Lando was one of the people that destroyed the second Death Star. So, oh my God. And George didn't do that for virtue signal points. George did that because it makes sense for the fucking story. So, I don't know. When it comes to that kind of stuff, it gets me all riled up because it's like, if you just hire the best people for the job, you're going to get a diverse cast, right? Me and Peaches actually just watched that movie Doom. I'd never seen it before, by the way. We were looking up some other movie. Oh, we were looking up Riddick because we were talking about and how I said, oh, I really liked when I first watched Pitch Black. I thought that was a really great concept for character wise. And I really liked that movie Pitch Black because I remember watching it with my parents and my sisters when we were kids. And I just remember, I don't like scary movies, but I really liked that movie with Vin Diesel. And I liked that concept of like, oh, a character is told that they're never going to see sunlight. So they get their eyes shine so they can see in the dark. And they're stuck on a planet where it's going to be, darkness for however fucking long. And there's aliens that only, are in the dark. And so I was like, wow, that's I love that concept. And I wish that they would have done a little bit better with the next movies. But I loved it, the original one, Pitch Black. And so we were talking about that, and we pulled up Netflix, and we went to go see if it was on there so we could watch it because we were on the 7-hour drive. And we found Doom, and, the one with The Rock, not Vin Diesel, The Rock. And I never noticed this kind of stuff before, but now because I have a YouTube channel, I talk about this, I notice it now, and I'm just like, oh my God, they want to complain about diversity. Look at the cast of Doom. It's like, okay, well, you got The Rock, which is what, Pacific Islander. You got two other people on the team are black. You got an Asian guy. You got the one dude that is bisexual because he talks about lady boys and he's hitting on all the women. So it's like you're literally all the check marks that these woke people like to check off. I'm like, I literally just clicked a random movie on Netflix that had an all-star cast, and it checked off everything. And then the woman, there's a woman in it. And guess what? She's nobody's love interest. She's one of the brother, right? And so I didn't know that this was a video game or anything. But that twist at the end where he gets the thing and then it goes into like a first person shooter mode. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Because I guess this is a video game. But so, no, not Dune, Doom with DOOM. So guys, I had never played the video game. I didn't know that this thing existed, and I watched it for the first time. And it's not the best movie in the world, but it was something that I was pleasantly surprised by, the creativity in it, because there's stuff that didn't make sense. And I was like, dude, why the fuck? Like, when there's a bad guy and whenever you split up, I'm like, oh my God, you're so stupid. But I even love the line where The Rock is just like, I'm not supposed to die. And it's like, oh, that's funny. It's acknowledging the fact that he's like the main character and he's like going to die. And then it has the whole thing where the plot twist at the end where spoiler, he's the bad guy. And well, it's not, yes, I am young. Yes, I am young, but I don't think that has anything to do with it. It has to do with my mom. We only got movies that my mom liked. So if my mom didn't want to watch it, we didn't get it. And so I'd seen the poster and stuff for it. I just didn't know what it was. It's not the best. I know it's not the best, but it was one of those movies where every twist in it, even if I did figure it out before it happened, I liked the part where he wakes up and it's like a video game. I was like, oh, for them doing it back then, I liked it. And I didn't know if the movie came out first or if the video game came out first. But my mind, I thought that the video might have come out first, and that's why they made the movie. So I was like, oh, it's like an ode to the video game, and it's like a first-person shoot. I liked that. I thought that was smart. I think that there are definitely things that could have been done better. But it was one of those things where it wasn't, pushing virtue signaling bullshit down my throat. It was just a fun movie. And again, it's not perfect, but for somebody who has never played the video game, who doesn't know the video game or anything about it, as somebody that was just learning about all that stuff for the first time watching it, I was pleasantly surprised. And I thought it was a fun movie. No, it's not Dune. It's Doom. DOOM. Anyways, I don't know why I got on that topic, but let's continue. Let's see. Dingo Shot, thank you for the super chat. What would humanity be like without men? It would be extinct. Exactly. Iron Baron, thank you for super chat. Since we are on the topic of lack of inclusion, considering your heritage, how do you feel about non-existent Hispanic Jedi or Sith in Star Wars? Well, I mean, I don't know because I haven't gone through the entire cast of every single Star Wars movie and looked to see if they are Hispanic. You know, and I'm not Hispanic. Also, so I don't know what you would consider. I'm a bunch of mixed things, but so my cousin, my mother married a Portuguese man, and then my aunt married a Mexican man, and so all of my cousins are, you know, Hispanic. So, and then then we got like Chinese and stuff like that because do you identify Portuguese as Hispanic? Well, it's not a Spanish speaking. I would say that it's a Latin based language. So I always considered it like Latin or Latina is what I would consider it personally. But as far as Hispanic, that's Spanish speaking, right? I don't know. I don't know what it's considered. All I know is when I check the little box, I click other because I'm way too mixed of random stuff for it. But it's like, let's see. Portugal is Europe. Yes, of course, Portugal is in Europe. So is Spain. You know, yeah, it's a Latin-based language. It's one of the love languages, right? So I always just considered it Latin. So maybe that's just me. I don't know. But when I was a kid, I was told by multiple teachers that it was Latin. So when you have to click the little box on what ethnicity you were, and then I explained to them all the mixes that my dad and my mother are, and they're like, click other, you know? So I don't know what it is anymore. They're all weird about it now, and they're like, da 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 da. So yeah. I just always click other on the little box because then also, okay, so you know how they have Pacific Islander, right? Like you're not Asian, you're Pacific Islander. Okay, well, my family's from the Azores, or at least my father is, so we're Atlantic Islander. So, and I asked that when I was a little kid, and my teacher was like, oh, that's a good point. I didn't think about it. And it's like, yeah, everyone ignores the Portuguese, even though when you go and teach everyone about it, who was the first one to sail around the entire world? Who was it? Magellan? Oh, yeah. What was he? What was him and his entire crew? Oh, yeah, the fucking Portuguese. Hey, you go to Hawaii? Guess who's over there? You want to look at a majority of Hawaiian food? Guess what that actually is? Oh, yeah, it's Portuguese food. Because guess what? The Portuguese stopped there. And you go over there, everything's fucking Portuguese. You go, the one ranch where they filmed Jurassic Park, Godzilla, 50 First Dates, all of those. Every time they film movies in Hawaii, it's always in this one ranch on Oahu. Guess who owned that? Oh, yeah, the fucking Portuguese. People ignore Portugal though. Unless it's World Cup, then we're important. But anyways, let's see. So, as far as people being Hispanic, Jedi, or Sith in Star Wars, well, I wouldn't know because I haven't gone through and looked at everyone's I only learned that Natalie Portman was from Israel when I think I was watching an interview. It was after I'd seen Star Wars, because remember, I was a kid when the prequels came out. So I was watching some interview with her, and that's how no, it wasn't that. I found this out first, and then I found the interview. But it was like one of those articles where it's like, oh, all of these celebrities that speak more than 3 languages, like, oh, you know, one of those clickbait articles that's like, oh, the shock thing that you see on Facebook or something. And I remember clicking on that and learning that she spoke Hebrew and Japanese and a few other languages. Like, Natalie Portman can speak Japanese. What? And then I found like a few interviews of her where she talks about it, and then she talks about immigrating from Israel and becoming an actress. And I was like, I didn't know that. You know, and it's not something that I would have thought of. I was more surprised about the Japanese thing, and that never got answered for me in the interview that I watched. I'm like, out of all the languages, why does she know Japanese? You know, I thought that was interesting. But it's like, I don't know what a majority of actors or actresses' ethnicities are. So, hey, if we really went into it and looked up every single person that was in the Star Wars movies, we could probably find someone that was Hispanic. You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think about it. I think of more, is this person a good actor, actress? Is this person a good character? So I don't, here's the thing. I'm not a racist, so I don't put somebody's race as their defining quality on if I will like them or identify with them or not, right? I've talked about it multiple times about how the character that I identified with was Luke Skywalker. Me and Luke Skywalker couldn't be more opposite. He's a blonde hair, blue-eyed man. Obviously, I am not a blonde hair, blue-eyed man. I'm just, you know, a hazel-eyed, short little hobbit woman, right? I connected with him because he grew up on a farm and he looked up into the stars and onto the sunset, and he wanted more for his life, and he wanted to go on adventures and do more with his life, which is exactly what I did. Every night I would sit on my tire swing and I would watch the sunset over the foothills of California. And, you know, the sky was always pink and it was beautiful. And that's what I did. And that's what I wanted. And in that moment, I was able to connect, you know, with my heart and my soul with this character that looked nothing like me, you know? And so I think that's one of the, I think that's when storytelling is done right, when you are able to connect with someone that you have like physically, if you really just want to get to the vein part of it, if you just, you know, identify with somebody that physically looks nothing like you, but you're able to connect with them in that moment, and you're like, wow, I feel a kindred spirit, like my soul, like I have like that person, I see something in their soul that's similar to mine, and you connect with them on that spiritual level, which happened with me when I was watching Star Wars with Luke Skywalker. And so I think that's when storytelling is done successfully. Whereas, you know, Rey, you know, she's got a lot more in common with me physically than Luke Skywalker does. I don't connect with her on any level, because I've never been just instantly good at everything I've done. I've had to struggle and work hard to get good at the things. The only thing that I can think of that I was naturally good at, what can I think of that I was natural? I guess I was a fast runner when I was a kid. I've always been good at climbing trees. I don't know how that's a helpful skill at all, but you know, I just could climb trees, I guess. And yeah, I could run fast. That's about it. You know. But anyways, that was a very long answer to a super chat, so I hope you are happy with that answer. Let's see. Jacob Glasser, thank you. Glasser, thank you for the super chat. Only you make a caffeine-fueled angry rant cute. Heart. Thank you. Trencher 1375, thank you for the super chat. You're doing the Force's work. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Philip Body, excuse me. Thank you for the super chat. George is in the video for almost 50 minutes. Yes. But some of that time he just stands there and he doesn't talk because Melody talks. And I believe I got all of it. It's just the matter of finding it. I just decided to do this live stream to talk about it a little bit more. Let's see. And just to show you guys, and if anyone wants to clip it, go right on ahead. Stefan, Sevenston, I just watched Justice League. OMG, Henry Cavill, I'm a dude, and yeah. I heard he was only in it for 27 minutes. It's a 4-hour movie, and he's only in it for 27 minutes? Bullshit! Do they not want my money? And honestly, I didn't watch it because I was going to do it. I was like, all right, I'll watch I hated the movie the first time, but I will watch it. You know, me and Peaches will sit back for 4 hours and watch this fucking movie because, you know, it's showing support because of, you know, the fan base rose up and we're able to get that done for Zack Snyder. And then Zack Snyder just kind of threw shade and I was like, I really don't need to. Wait, it's an hour and 50 minutes? Well, then this is going to be, that's a little bit different. Let's see, more Cyborg. Oh, God. How long? He's in it for an hour and an hour and 50 minutes in, Anna. Maybe I'll look into it. Fast forward a lot. Yeah, I might have to do that. I don't know. I don't know if I want to watch it. I've heard my friends talk about it, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I will. 27, that's a short Anna, that Star Wars girl cut. I know. Maybe I'll just fast forward it to the scenes with Henry. Maybe I'll do that. I don't think we have HBO Max. We can always do that free trial thing, right? Let's see. Blemished Halo, thank you for super chat. George Lucas is like a Jedi Master. He is wise. Well, yeah, he invented it, so of course he's going to know everything there is to know. Let's see. Bello Triggerfish. What a funny name. Thank you for super chat. I bet you the reason they privated it or were made to is because Lucasfilm Snowflake couldn't stand that their fans' eyes were on this video. Yep. Let's see. Wicked Still, thank you for super chat. Hey, Anna, thank you for this. Hope you are having a good day. Well, thank you. My day, actually, I got started late. I need to stop doing this, but I have this habit of I wake up early and then I sit on my phone and then I look at my phone and I try to update myself on everything and then I fall back asleep. And then I wake up and I'm like a slug, right? And so that's happened to me the past couple of days, but it's because I was just out of town this weekend. It was my boyfriend's birthday. And so we went up to his parents' house. They have a beautiful, beautiful house on top of a mountain. And it was like being in paradise. And I got to see my mom. My mom came up and spent the evening for Peaches' birthday. And it was cool because usually our not to get too personal, but my mom's always like, oh no, I don't want to intrude. Like you're with and his family and stuff like that. And I'm just like, Mom, it's no big deal. Like you kind of like know his parents already. But she's like, no. But I guess she was getting really, really sad because, yeah, I guess she was going through my sister's stuff. So she said like at the end of the night, she ended up talking to her gunkles and she, gay uncles, by the way, if you guys don't know what that is. And she's like started crying and saying how much she needed this. And I was like, oh my God, Mom. And, you know, I didn't know that she was doing that kind of stuff right then. So I was like, oh gosh. So it was one of those days. But Peach just had a great birthday. So did his twin. He had the munchkin. And so we're going up again for Easter. So it's like, oh my gosh. It's it's one of those things that, you know, one of those things. It was a weekend. But anyways, I don't know why I'm talking about that. Let's get back to this. Let's see. Jeremy Sears, thank you for super chat. One of my heroes, Anna, if his wife is black, doesn't that mean he's a wasist? Whee! Yeah, they did that for a while. You know, they did that for a while where with what's his face, Bill Burr, where Bill Burr was, they were calling him a racist, and then they found out his wife was black, and then they're like, you can still be married to a black woman and still be a racist. And it's like, you guys are fucking stupid. Scratchpad, thank you for super chat. Give the video to a man. They will figure it out. Oh my God. Valentines, thank you for super chat. Get the video on your phone. Download an app that compresses a video. Move to your computer again. Done. I don't want to do that. That is about the last thing that I want to do. I will find one that is on my computer. You know? Let's see. Let me update this. Oh my goodness, there's so many super chats. Thank you so much, everyone. Philip Abadi, thank you for super chat. Lord Fanato just dropped a trap with you in it. Well, I heard that, and I think I read that when that came up, so thank you. Let's see. Mike Trout, Brain Man, thank you for super chat. Anna, a great financial tip: invest in Heavy Vern Troyer Mini-Me brand condom. Oh my God. Corporation now because soy boys need snugger fit. Laughing face. Ha ha ha. Oh my goodness. I think that's probably the last thing I would invest in. Rezakai, thank you for the super chat. Anna, when are you going to start your own Star Wars podcast? Star Wars news, action figure based. I don't know. I kind of think my YouTube channel is enough. I don't think I really need I feel like the closest we have to a podcast is me and Jesse doing our matriarchy show, because that's my scheduled show every week, you know, which is on her channel this week, by the way. Claudia Rogojan, thank you for super chat. Why can't we get a Darth Maul show with Ray Park and Sam Woody are doing the voice? That would be amazing. That would be. I think there was going to be a Darth Maul show, but then he posted a picture of his wife giving another guy head, calling her out for cheating on him or something. So yeah. Let's see. Shannon in, thank you for the super chat. Is there hope for an Obi-Wan series, you think? Well, I mean, they already announced it, so I think they gotta kind of do it. Darth Gavel, thank you for the super chat. Why didn't Disney hire you, Anna, instead of Darth KK? I don't know. Honestly, I honestly don't think they would pay me enough. You know, I think I make just enough at my own, doing my own thing with my own career and whatnot. Let's see. Artemis Arrow, thank you for that. Really should come as no surprise that Disney is doing what they are. Walt himself was instrumental in the systematic removal of suspected communists. I don't know anything about that. But, yeah, I'm not surprised by the way that Disney is doing shit. It's super, super shady. Oh, I like this comment. Let me highlight it. Anna still hasn't written that script for the Star Wars movie. Anna's mom is so disappointed. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, one time me and Cecil called my mom on air, and she was like, Anna, it's just a movie. She's like, if you don't like it, just write your own script and send it to me. And I'm like, Mom, that's not how it works. But she's basically the reason why Star Wars is bad is because I didn't write the script for the sequel. Let's see. Lord Finatra. Oh, what's up, dude? Thank you for super chat. I can help with the music and sounding gangster. I don't know if I wanted to sound gangster. I'll DM you on Twitter and let you know kind of what I'm looking for. But it doesn't have to be done immediately. You know, I for most painting videos, I just like relaxing kind of music with a little bit of a beat to it. So, because that's what people like. Sometimes people just like to watch art videos and have like a time lapse with nice music. But there is one specifically that I think if like it was a cool remix that wasn't repetitive enough to where it would get annoying, I'll let you know so you kind of have an idea. I know it's behind my Cecil, my baby Cecil, but it's a painting of HK-47, which is a droid in KOTOR 1 and 2. And I guess it's in SWOTOR 2. I just haven't played SWOTOR. But I did a whole painting of him, and I have my video of him painting. And so that's what I know I probably shouldn't be talking about this on air, but just so you have an idea, since I see you are in the chat, I wanted something with him where it's like, you know, I don't know, it's something with HK because he says like meat bags and stuff. So it would be something that you could listen to, but it wouldn't be annoying. Because you know when you listen to some songs and it's over and over again and it gets really annoying. But it's something that somebody could turn on, and it's got because he says meat bags and he says a lot of funny stuff. So it was like some kind of remix with him and like his voice clips. I just need to make sure that it's not copyright, you know, that I won't get hit with a copyright flag. Which, I mean, I'm not musically inclined at all. I listen to music and I'm like, I either like it or I don't. And so when it comes to doing music for art videos, I'm like, oh my God, this is hell. So I figured I would ask somebody that actually does have musical abilities. Let's see. Artemis Arrow, thank you for super chat. Anyone who does not follow the PC line 100% is new communist in their eyes of the US. And once again, Disney is that helm of silencing them. So what it actually is it's become, I've seen so many people, and it's always young, stupid people that don't know anything about communism. And communism is in now for whatever fucking reason. I remember that girl that did like the Okay Boomer video with the burning t-shirt. Like, okay, boomer, that girl. And then there was another one that I saw trying to go viral because that girl had a Bernie t-shirt on. And then this other girl did it and it said Marx, like Karl Marx. And she did the same thing. And I was like, oh my God, how fucking stupid. People that like communism or the concept of communism, I'm like, please go read Animal Farm. Please go look at Russian history. Because obviously, if you want to go read or watch a documentary, because I'm pretty sure they won't read. Go watch a documentary on Lenin and Stalin. And go see what happened in Russia when Stalin was their leader. Please go do that before you start advocating for communism. No, they call all of us Yahtzees. That's what they do. If you don't agree with us, you're a Yahtzee. Blemished Halo, thank you for the super chat. This is my last super chat today. Thank you for sharing the lost interview. Now the archives are complete. Go speed and have a great day. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. MJ1 Media, thank you for super chat. Fun fact, George conceived midichlorians in 1973. Funny. To Tim505, thank you for super chat. Jar Jar is better than anyone in Disney Star Wars. I actually agree with you. Who would thought that, you know, who would have thought that the Disney sequel trilogy movies would make Jar Jar look like a freaking world-renowned character? Jedi Shredder, thank you for super chat. New sub here. Looking forward to the content. Do you have a direct donation site? Just curious, so Google doesn't get such a big cut at best. I actually do. So it still gets a cut. So it's through, if you go to my YouTube channel and if you go over to the About section, let me find it. So yeah, if you go to About and you go to the bottom, it says links. Here, I'll post it in the chat. There is one where it says PayPal. And so that actually, it's kind of like when you're on Twitch, you can connect your Streamlabs donation box. And so that one I think gets like, I don't know, it's always only a couple cents. So it's like if you send me $1, I think I get, I don't know how much it is, but it doesn't take out very much as compared to where YouTube takes out 30% of every super chat, and all the ad revenue, YouTube takes 30% of it. So there is a link to the PayPal. Let me see if I can just put it in here. Here we go. So this is my That Star Wars Girl. So you can do that here. I don't really advertise it because it's not a big deal to me. 'Cause I mean, from YouTube, the revenue from YouTube, it's mostly through my videos. So I don't rely on super chats. I know some channels do, like they make any kind of money they do off of super chats. I don't, because I feel like I really don't because I feel like some people that there's a way to trick the audience into sending them super chats. I don't do that because I don't like doing that. And I don't need to do that. If I see something funny in the chat, I'll highlight it. It doesn't need to be a super chat. I do appreciate all super chats, by the way. I do. I really don't like it when channels gear their every single live stream into tricking the audience into giving them super chats. I think that's really shady. But I mean, I guess the hustle is real. People got to make their money. But my channel is one where it's it doesn't rely on super chats to make any kind of revenue or profit. It's all just from my videos, and that's one where it's like, oh, you watch a 10 seconds or you can click out. That the way that my videos, the way that the monetization works for there, it's like that's where it comes from. So it's like, you just click next, or you have the YouTube red and stuff. So I need that. Anyway, I don't know how else to explain this. So I'm just going to move on to the next super chat. Let's see. Let's. Oh, I just saw in a super chat in the future that I will read. Jedi Shredder thing. Super chat. Oh yeah, I think I read that. Okay, so here's the next one that I laughed at. Scratchpad, thank you for the super chat. You should do a super simp Anna illustration. It's gonna sell. Just go watch my super simp video, and you can see me in the super simp outfit. Let's see. Edward Paulson, thank you for the super chat. They did that decades ago. Vulcan concept of IDC. Or IDIC, infinite diversity and infinite combination. Yep. We all bring ideas and all have worth. There you go. There you go. Charlie Spur, thank you for super. Twitter people just don't appreciate the female form like I do. Winky face. I appreciate your boobs. Well, thanks. I wonder if Henry does too. Let's see. To Tim 505, thank you for super chat. You should play Doom. If it's a first-person shooter game, I can't do it. I can't figure that shit out. My brain does not make those connections. If you see me, it's a nightmare. I remember one time, Peaches got me, I remember our first Christmas where we were dating, he got me an Xbox, and it came with 5 Halo games. And I tried playing at it, and it ended up just me screaming, running into shit, and I threw the remote at him, and I'm like, ah! And then he just did it perfectly, and I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't get it. And we played the 2-player, which I didn't know was just you two trying to kill each other, so I went and hid in a corner. But of course, he can see my screen, so he knows where I'm at, so he just killed me over and over again. I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this. This is hard. And so I'm not good at games. I'm not good at first-person shooters. So I don't play them at all. And I avoid them like the plague. Frederick Landon, thank you for the super chat. Join the Kickstarter to give Anna a cameo in the next Cavill movie. There's a Kickstarter for a new Cavill movie. I can't act, so I don't think you want me acting in a movie. Paul Perez, a crazy sci-fi fan, thank you for the super chat. Wearing your Dune Rebellion shirt. Oh, yay, cool, thank you. So if anyone has a problem with Gina Carano, do it in the MMA octagon. Hashtag I stand with Gina. Great job, Anna. Straight talk and to the point. Well, thank you. That's actually a good point. Now I'm going to use that. Anytime somebody is talking shit about Gina, I'll retweet them and say, take it up with her in the ring, MMA style. Let's see how fast I get blocked with that one. Dan Nunes, thank you for the super chat. And Nunes is a Portuguese last name. I admire your Portuguese biological boobs. I cannot deny biology. Lo sentino. Buenas noches. Well, hello. Nunes is a Portuguese last name. One of my second grade teacher was Miss Nunes. She was Portuguese. Deanna, thank you for the super sticker. And it is a little fox going thumbs up. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Let me update it because I was done. Let's see if there was any more. Oh my goodness, thank you. Russell Hall, thank you for super chat. Your mom was being plain silly, feeling awkward about dropping in on Peaches' birthday. Family is always welcome to visit for family occasions. Yeah, well, no, I think it was more, I don't know, my mom, well, it's also, you know, she didn't know everyone there very well, but we've been trying to get like my parents to do more stuff with Peaches' parents because I'm like, we've been dating for almost 5 years now. Like, Mom, come to the freaking party, you know? And then sometimes I'm like, Mom, please don't come to the freaking party. You're going to do something crazy. And so I think it's better that we're integrating a little bit more, but yeah. Guardian Fortress, thank you for the super chat. Anyone who has been on EFAP deserves my money, smiley face. Well, remember, they've had some haters on EFAP, so I don't think everyone deserves people's money. There's definitely some people that I'm like, oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, sweet Jesus, please, you know, I get it, freedom of speech, everyone is allowed to have a platform, but sometimes I'm like, maybe you shouldn't because you're kind of embarrassing yourself. You know, maybe just don't say that, you know? But people have no fucking shame, but that's just my opinion. But thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate it. Let's see. Claudia Rogojan, did you watch the EFAP yesterday? Another sad Batman versus Superman defender. Some guy in the comments said I had a mental illness because I didn't like it. You don't have a mental illness. That movie sucks. No, I didn't even know EFAP was on yesterday. I don't get notifications for anything anymore. Jeez. What? Wait, why would it be on yesterday? Yesterday was Sunday. So I thought EFAP was on Saturday. I don't get notifications for anyone's fucking streams. It pisses me off. I need to catch up on EFAP because every time they're doing something, I'm doing something and I can't stop. So I've missed like the last 10 EFAPs, which is a lot to catch up on, but I don't know. I'll get to it eventually. Mike Trout, Brain Man, thank you for that. Every single communist nation to ever exist in history had massive human rights horrors. Fact, not one dozen. Marx was a Satanist, also a biographic. Wait, Marx was a Satanist, also a biographic fact. I didn't know that. I didn't know about his religious beliefs. Yeah, 10 EFAPs equals 80 hours. Exactly. I know. I'm so far behind. And I will watch 90 hours of EFAP. I would. I have so much to catch up on, which is plenty of content for me. I actually found this this new podcast that I was looking for something because I don't know if you guys know this. So I went a little bit deep into the fine art world because I wasn't fully trained for fine art, for those that don't know. So I had an accident. It's not even an accident. It was purposefully done. But so when I was in college, I was halfway into my degree, right, for concept art for animated movies, live action films, and AAA video games. And I some psycho decided that my head should be plastered on the sidewalk and decided to smash my head into a curb. And I was hospitalized, and my hand, like, I couldn't grip a pencil. And so I had some, I had some issues and stuff like that, but I had to email, and this was like right before finals. And so I had to email all my teachers and let them know that, hey, I'm kind of, recovering from this thing, and I got to deal with court and stuff because of the person and all of this shit. And one of my teachers, he was the artist that, if you ever have Del Monte fruit, he's the artist that did all that. So if you look at like the fruit and stuff on Del Monte packaging, he did all of that. And I couldn't, this killed me. I'm like, I'm halfway through everything I do. Like, I draw photorealistically because that's how I was trained to do. And I can't even grip a pencil. I still to this day, I have to hold a pencil a different way. And my handwriting is really fucked up. And my teacher, he pulled me aside and he talked to me, and he taught me how to hold a paintbrush differently. So that way I could do the things that I needed to do and to create these images that I used to be able to do within, no problem. Now it takes me much longer. And so I had to switch from going drawing and doing storyboarding and all of this stuff. I had to switch halfway into my degree and do 3D and Photoshop and photo bashing and all of this stuff, which was not what I originally was going to college for. And so that's why I paint more than I draw, because my hand shakes when I draw. And even, it doesn't matter how much I try to do it the way that I do. Even my eyesight isn't the same. I blacked out for a while, and so my eyesight isn't the same either. Neither is my jaw. My jaw is kind of messed up too. But so, when I draw, like when I did Inktober, that was a really big deal for me because, and I mean, you can look at it and you can look at, not all of my drawings are perfect. For whatever reason, there's always kind of a slant when I draw traditionally. And you can look at if you flip the images, you can see that it's slightly off because I can't hold the pencil the same and I don't see it the same. So when I draw in Photoshop, you constantly flip the image, right? And so you can see if it's lopsided or if the eyes are kind of cocked or something. And so it's taken me years to get to a level where I'm even comfortable showing people. But as far as painting, the reason why I focus so much on painting is because my instructor taught me how to hold a paintbrush a certain way and how, when my hand shakes, how to fix it and how to overcome that. And so it's taken me years, but that's why I'm always painting. And that's why if you see me paint sections over and over again in my art videos, it's because there's something off and, my hand, I didn't like the way it was. And so it's building and it's adding layers and layers of paint. Anyway, I found this great podcast where this guy, who is one of the best landscape artists I have ever seen in my entire life, he is absolutely phenomenal. And so he's an artist from Australia that now lives in New Zealand. And he started this podcast where he interviews successful artists that have either YouTube platforms or they're just known within the art community, and talks to them about their experience, how they became a professional artist, how they got into art, and what they're doing now. And it's fascinating. So I've been kind of listening to that as compared to, other shows. But yeah. So that's why I haven't been watching other things like EFAP and stuff. Anyways, that was a totally long tangent, but let's get back to the super chats. Here we go. Where was I at? Okay. Force Ghost Fabio, thank you for super chat. Will we see you pod racing anytime soon? I have to do it. I have to do the damn racing on the KOTOR 2 game. It sucks. Let's see. Let's see. Barb Rogers, Little Miss Sunburn. Thank you for the super chat. And it's a super sticker for Little Dog Dancing. Thank you. Charlie Spur, thank you for super chat. Play SWOTOR. The story mode is fun, and I'm not a creep. I'm just a super simp for Anomaly Inc. It's okay. It's okay. It's all in good fun. But thank you for the super chat. And Noms is awesome. Ever Jance, thank you for super chat. If you're not interested in the Halo universe in video game form, they came out with a pretty good movie a while ago called Forward Onto Dawn. Oh, well, that's cool. I can look into that. I know Jesse really loves Halo, and I know that there's Halo books. So maybe I'll just watch the cinematics for Halo for each game, and then maybe if I have time, I could read the books. Let's see. But thank you for letting me know about that movie. Claudio, Rogojam, you keep saying my name as Claudia. I'm a dude, Anna. I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic. Give me a break. Okay, did I say it right there? Well, because it's spelled Claudiu. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to, like, is it Cloudu? Is it Cloudu? Is that how you say it? I apologize if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Russell Hall, thank you for that. What did you make someone what did you do to make someone curb stomp you, Anna? Were you crazy before that happened? No, this person was, she was insane. She's pretty insane, and she was pretty adamant about, killing me. So it took 12 cops to restrain this woman. She was insane. It was one of those times where I wish I would have filmed it, because when I was in court, all I really had was pictures of my face and all my medical bills. But I mean, this woman was in fucking insane, screaming at the top of her lungs, very descriptively how she wanted to kill me. Let's see. Jabbar Sins, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Anna, are you going to draw anything for new fungal tokens, NFT? I'm sure those would do good. Let's Google what that is. Oh, non-fungible tokens. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Oh, this is what my friend was telling me, but people are stealing other people's art and using it for these. I don't know too much about it, but my friend was like, go block all these accounts. Because, yeah. Oh, Claudio, is that, you want me to pronounce it like that? That's fine. I'm fine with saying Claudio. I used to date a guy named Claudio. Let's see. Yeah, I know people, it's a really big, the art community is really upset about it because people are stealing other people's artwork and then making them into the NFTs and selling other people's artwork that way, though. So yeah, I don't know too much about it. I think Grimes, that was the big thing, that Grimes sold some of those for millions of dollars. And I'm like, well, I wish that I was, if I was dating Elon Musk, I mean, I'd hope that my, art got sold for, millions of dollars. So good on her. I don't know enough about it to dive into it. Dan Noons, thank you for the super chat. Noons equals Madeira. As half-breed Briton, I do not speak a word of it. I saw you instantly understood and omitted some words, though, which was funny. Yeah. I mean, I can understand some Portuguese and read some of it. I'm not the best at it, but, you pick it up when you're around enough. There's actually a town here called Madeira, but yeah, there's some Madeiras. That's also a Portuguese name. Let's see if I have any more super chats. Am I all caught up on super chats? Okay, cool. I am caught up on super chats. If I missed anyone, I apologize. Let's see. I think Star Wars Theory is live. Is that what everyone said? Oh no, is he not? Is he not? Oh, I was going to send everyone over there. Let's see. Okay. I guess his live stream ended. I guess it was only an hour long. Oh, well. I think hopefully it was a good live stream. Let's see. Is there anything anyone else wants me to talk about? Because I think I might go. I think I've said everything I need to say about the situation. I think it's dumb that they took that video down. It just shows how afraid they are of George. And it's kind of bullshit, but I mean, what else, Let's see, Theory is done now. Yeah, I see that. Oh, But yeah, so if you guys want to, you guys can go clip it and stuff. So this, I don't leave my live streams public. I unlist them, and then there's been this little thing that's been scrolling by. It says, you know, if you want to watch this later, you can subscribe to my secondary channel, which is That Star Wars Girl Live. I will pull it up so you guys can see that. Let's get this over here. So this is my live channel. Let's do share. Is that it? Yeah. Here we go. So if you guys want to go over there, this is the channel. I'll post the link in here. This is where I re-upload my live stream. So this live stream will be re-uploaded there. It's going to take a couple hours because I have to wait for this live stream to process and then have it, you know, then download it and then re-upload it. So that takes time. Yeah, I think it takes like at least like 4 hours for me because this is a long stream. And so, yeah, so if you guys want to go over to my live channel, this is where it is. You guys can go watch any of my old live streams here. So there you go. If you guys want, when they deleted all those comments, I have this one. This is like my most popular video on this damn channel. So yeah, so this is my That Star Wars Girl Live. If you guys are interested, go sub over there if you want to rewatch this stream later, so that way you can clip things. That's where it goes. Also, what else do I need to? What else do I need to shill today? Oh yeah, my whatchamacallit. So I did an IndieGoGo with Jeff from World Class Bullshitters, and so here, let me pull it up. So I did this painting. It's a Fandom Menace painting. If you guys want to go back it and support my artwork, here it is. Those are the comments. Let's go look at the story. So here it is. This is, let's see, open image, a new tab. So this is a painting I did of the Fandom Menace. So we got EFAP in the background. You got Jeremy, you got Jeff, you got Jesse. There's me. There's Ethan, Mecca, Gary, Tom from Midnight's Edge, and then Cecil. We got Wolf, Mauler, and Rags as well. So I did that. This is an oil painting that I did, and I've been working on for freaking months. And so it's the variant cover for Jeff's graphic novel. So if you guys are interested in going and backing that, here is the link. There's only 39 days left. So if you guys want to go check that out, there that is. That would be awesome of you, and it supports me and my artwork, and also Jeff as well. So if you guys are interested in that, there's the link for you guys to check that out. Yeah, Gary is the Ewok. Yeah, so this is everyone here. So if you guys like it, go over there, support it there, and I would appreciate it. And I think that's all I have to. Oh no, I have let's show my art channel. So if you guys are interested, if you guys want to see me painting here it is. Here's me painting that painting that I just showed you. So this is over on my art channel. So if you guys want to go watch that and sub to my art channel, that would be awesome. I'm trying to get this channel monetized so I can put more art videos up there. And so this is just where I post my artwork. And so if you guys want to see my process and want to see me paint, this is where you guys can go. And it is called The Art of Anna TSWG Studios. I know it's a long name, but I did that for a reason. And so then here's all my Inktober videos. If you guys like want to watch me here, I'll do this one, which is like a fairy. So this one is just, you know, me, you guys can see me draw and my process and on how I do the line art first, and then how I use inks and kind of how I do that, and then how I add color and stuff. And so I do like black. Oh, it's paused. How I do black and white, and then I go on top of that with colored markers, which are Copic markers. So if you guys are interested in that, that's over on my art channel. It would be awesome if you subbed over there and watched a couple of videos just to help me get my watch hours up. See how I did it in gray, and then I go over in colors like that. So if you guys want to go over and sub to my that's like my third channel. So to my art channel. So that way you guys can help me get it monetized, because that's what I'm kind of focusing on there. And then I do live streams over on that channel where I talk about art. So make sure that if you are subscribed to turn the notifications on. And then so I have prints of my artwork, and then I sign it and stuff. And so I'll do videos where I'm signing prints and stuff. And then I can answer questions and stuff. But so I hope you guys liked this live stream. If you did, smash the like button. If you didn't, that's okay too. thank you so much for watching this far through. It will be re-uploaded onto my secondary channel, that's Star Wars Girl Live. So go check it out there. Make sure that you are subbed and ring the bell for notifications. That way you actually see when that the live streams are re-uploaded. And until next time, everyone, I hope you have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And oh, let's go raid. Let's go raid. Who is live? Mecha Random is live. What is they're trying to flag me. Oh shit. Oh shit. Mecha is live. Let's go over and spam Mecha's chat, everyone. Go say oh shit. Fuck. Let's everyone go say that Star Wars Girl raid. Go over to Mecha's channel and say that Star Wars Girl raid. Let's get her. She's at 124 people. Let's get that up. So everyone go over and raid Mecha Random 42. There we go. They're flagging everyone. Who are they flagging? Well, everyone go raid Mecha Random, and I will see you over there. Everyone, have a great rest of your day. May the Force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone. Hey everyone, I just wanted to let you know, if you didn't know already, that I have an Etsy where I sell prints of my artwork. I got horror villains, Marvel, DC, and Star Wars characters. The latest Star Wars character that I just added was the one, the only, Gina Carano as Cara Dune. Now, Gina herself even loved the painting. So if you want to go check that out, the link is in the description of this video. They are selling like crazy, and I am still only in the pre-sale, so go pick that up before they're gone. Also, if you want to see a video of me painting and explaining how to paint like this, go over and check out my art channel. The link is in the description of this video. Go over, smash the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. That way you don't miss it when I post the video. Everyone, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.